Hey guys, my name's Davon, otherwise known as Day with Mayday Training. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach. And over the years, I've had the dope opportunity to work at a couple big box gyms as a trainer and in management. I found nearly half of the people that I talked to had no idea what they were actually doing in and outside of the gym. It was crazy to me. That really rubbed me the wrong way. There's so much misinformation spread in the fitness and health community that I found myself with more insight than I had time to inform people, and I wanted to make a change. So, today, I'm going to be taking you guys through my workout, my movements, sets, reps, and I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I'm doing what I'm doing, so you can leave this empowered with tools that you can use to further whatever goals that you have, whether it be gaining some size, dropping some weight, or just feeling better. This is for anybody who wants to make a difference in their health and fitness. Now, I'm not saying I know everything. I'm still learning like you guys, but I have been doing this for a little bit. That being the case, let's grow together and let's get this done.
Hey guys, Coach Day here. Let's get to work. So, for our very first warm-up, we have overhead squats. We're working posterior chain today, so pretty much everything on your backside for the most part. My favorite warm-up for any type of real leg movement is the overhead squat. It just kind of nails all the different points and range of motion that we'd be working through. Just make sure that your kinetic chain is in alignment. Big thing with this, just make sure you maintain your hinge, keep the arms overhead, gaze forward, and work on that depth. This is to loosen you up. Okay, so for our very first movement, we have the deadlift for 4 sets of 10 to 12. For this right here, I'm using a set of dumbbells. I'm not using a bar. That would be traditional for the deadlift. So to compensate for that, I'm stopping just shy of the ground. Reason being, if I were to go any lower, because of my height leverages all that there, it would turn to more like a squat variant. And that's not what we're trying to work right now. So big things, tips for your deadlift when you're doing them, especially if you have dumbbells. The hinge is the most important part of this movement here. You are bending the knees slightly, but the major point of your deadlift is your hinge. Doing it with weight, you include that leg drive, and then you finish out with the hips, as you can see, but send the glutes back. Try and keep your chest up, that bend in your back as minimal as possible, and thrust forward for that concentric phase. Okay, next here we have the hammer row for another 4 set of 10. This right here, I'm just holding the dumbbells in hammer position. Draw your elbows back, set yourself in your hinge, brace your core, drive those elbows back as hard as you can, squeeze your shoulder blades, and work those lats. It's the biggest thing I can give you guys. Row, 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 row. Okay, so we have a couple different variants for this right here, but this is the single leg glute bridge. This is the easier variant out of the two I'm going to show you. We have 2 sets of 10 to 12 for these, 10 to 12 on each leg, mind you. When you're doing your glute bridge, thrust your hips up, drive through your heel in that center part of your foot for a more difficult variation. Stick your leg straight on out instead of bending it as seen beforehand, and really work your core. This is going to work the lower lumbar. Your posterior chain as a whole is being activated and worked throughout the entirety of this movement. And if you're looking for an easier variation, we have the traditional glute bridge or hip thrust, again for another set of 2 for 10 to 12 reps. As you can see here, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. This should be done in all of them. It gives yourself more leverage, gives you more height, so you can really work those glutes and hips. For you men out there, this is important, so do not skip your hip and glute raises. You will thank me. Your squat and deadlift will too. Next, we have the Norse hamstring curl. As you guys know, I don't have any curling equipment to work the back of my hammies. So this is one of my favorite movements I found to really work the hamstrings as a whole. I have some pads underneath my knees. If not, my knees would be torn to high heck doing this right here. But the major goal of this movement is to let yourself fall down as slow and controlled as possible. Catch yourself with your hands. Use them as a little bit of a boost, if you will, just to make sure that you come right back up in the position. The most important part of this is the eccentric. If you're looking for a bit of a challenge, try and find right where you lose control. And instead of using your hands to push all the way back up like I am, try and curl with your hamstrings alone up from that position. You'll get a real blast out the hamstrings, I promise you. Okay, so for everyone here who has complained to me about having small calves and wants to grow them, I'm still along my calf journey as well, but I can give you guys a couple tips to really help them grow, from having none to growing some. We're doing 5 sets of 10 to 15 here. Volume is going to be key, along with how we attack the movement. So I'm actively using my hands to add more resistance to this calf raise. I'm pulling myself down as I fight that with my calves specifically. Next, you'll see here, I'm using the center point of my feet for the raise. I'm taking my time. This entire clip is sped up 2 times, mind you. So I'm going real slow on this movement. Take your time on your calf raises. They grow better that way, I promise you.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. I'm just kidding. So just like stop.
Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Really appreciate it. If you made it to the end. Well, it's indicative if you're seeing me right now at the end of the video that you made it to the end of the video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Helps us get out to reach more people. I'm currently on the road. Shanard just slapped me.
That was a caress.
It was a caress. I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch y'all later. Peace.